So I often get the question that how do you change your state of being, right? Because I often talk about the idea that you don't manifest who you want, what you want, you manifest who you are. And to shift into your desired reality, you have to change your state of being. And I've given multiple examples from my personal life. And by far the biggest example that I have is moving to another country and marrying my wife, which is from another country. Currently, I'm in Russia, and I was in Malaysia. And this is when I discovered Naval Goddard and all the law of assumption and stuff like that. And this, what I am right now, or what I have right now, was an absolutely foreign idea to me. I had no comprehension of this state of being in which I am. And I made a video about that parallel realities are real, here's how to shift. In that I explained the same thing, that this seems to be a parallel reality. And the thing is that anybody who comes to so-called manifestation, even though we don't really manifest, it's already here. Everything is in the mind of God. And we just become aware of what we want, and we be that person in mind, and it shows up. So anybody who wants something new from this reality, well, it's a drastically different state of being, isn't it? For example, somebody who is single and wants to marry somebody, and this person is not committing to them. Well, the person who is already married to you, your so-called specific person, well, their state of being is completely different from where you are right now, right? Just like when I was in Malaysia, I was single, this C-19 thing happened and we couldn't meet. It was a long distance relationship, and there were many issues and whatnot, circumstances, the big C. And so all that was there, and I was completely in a different state of being. And now that I have what I wanted, I'm totally different, but at the same time I'm totally the same. What is this sameness? The sameness is the presence of I am within me. Some people call it soul, some people call it inner being, some people call it the essence of God within. Naval Goddard says the Christ within. Basically, your higher self is having a temporary human experience, and that remains the same, and that is the manifester. That is the so-called the magical part of who we are, because human experience is pretty mundane. But when you apply manifestation, you unlock some sort of magic, which is you imagine something, you change your state of being, and it appears in your reality. Sometimes in a way that cannot be explained via logic. So that is this higher self of ours, which is essentially we are one, is the same thing, it's just our depth of our own being. So the point I'm trying to make is who you are right now and what you desire, or your so-called desired reality, the state of being of the person who is in your desired reality is completely different. And you want to fill this gap. This is why Naval Goddard made it very simple. He said, an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact and always go to the end. And our human mind overcomplicates things, and we're like, oh, there must be a trick to it, there must be some deeper meaning behind. No, it's very simple. You just go to the end, either in imagination, or you just decide that you are that person that you desire to be, or you are in that reality that you desire to be, and you say, I am that now. And then you start to see reality from that perspective alone. For example, somebody who is trying to manifest their specific person, they will say that I am married to this person, okay? Then they will imagine whenever they think about them as being with them, right? Naval Goddard gave the simple example of ladies to wear a wedding ring. You could imagine any scene. The scene does not really matter. The scene just needs to imply your end. Or you could say every morning when you wake up that I did that. I am blissfully married, insert the name, and we are happily living together with ease, harmony, comfort, and deep love. I used to say that. That's it. And before going to sleep, you could say that. Now, during the day when the doubts so-called pop up, which is the logical mind, Satan in the Bible, you, if you say, if you are convicted to the words that you have spoken, this is persistence basically. This is persistence is not brute forcing and breaking your head and affirming all day. No. Persistence is that you stay convicted with your words or your imaginal act. So, for example, your SP does not text you back, or the job interview you applied does not consider you or does not send an email. You don't hear from them. In my recent example, when I was buying my flat and I was trying to get money into Russia, even though Russia is extremely sanctioned, there is no banking channels that are working right now. So when I was doing that, my bank denied me, of course, obviously. And reality told me that it's not possible, right? And that is when I said, I am with my vision and the vision is complete. What was my vision? I was already walking in that flat, imagining, and I said that it is mine. So I stood strong with my conviction. I showed persistence and faith in the deep stillness that is within me, the I am principle, the God within or the Christ within. And lo and behold, it happened after that, right? And so what did I do? Did I do some magic stuff, or like imagine for 38, minutes, or affirm for 30,000? No. I just stayed with my conviction, saying that I am in my desired reality right now. I have what I want. End of discussion, right? The Father within will doeth all the work, so the Father within will provide the outcome, has provided the outcome. It's already done, because there is only now. There is no future past, so time is just a mental construct. So in the now moment, I proclaimed my so-called victory over the circumstances, and it happened, right? So how did I change my state of being? I went to the end. I stood with my conviction. I stood with my words. I realized who I am, which is not the circumstances, not the thoughts, not the emotions. I am the deeper self, the Christ within, having a human experience. And everything is right now in the Father mind. It exists, it is mine, and I took it. And that's when it happened. So the question, right, how do you shift into your desired reality? And how do you change your state of being? Practically speaking, if you want to ask me practical steps, well, I give these practical steps to everybody, which is when you wake up in the morning, design a few words that imply that your wish is fulfilled and you are in that desired reality right now. And when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is you speak those words with conviction. And what is conviction? You speak those words knowing that they are already a fact in the mind of God, and it is materializing for you right now. And it has materialized, and because there is no time, it's all in the now moment. So you don't even consider time. You say it is now, and I have it. And these words you speak every night before going to sleep. Now, if you waver during the day, if you feel, like shit, which we all do, it's totally okay. If you feel the emotions, let them be, feel them. As Neville Goddard said, blow your top but sin not, which is, in easier terms, is that if you feel angry, frustrated, if you want to yell, do it. But at the end of the day, what is sin? Sin is missing the mark, as Neville Goddard interprets it from the Bible. So you do not sin, which is, at the end of the day, you still say that I am still the person that I say that I am. I'm still in my desired reality. It is already done, and it doesn't matter what I feel. It doesn't matter what happened during the day. I am who I am. I am that I am, as it says in the Bible. And that's it. So these are the practical steps. Now, if you want to go even further, you can imagine a very short scene, 15-second scene, before going to sleep, and imagine it from first person perspective, like it's happening right now. Imagine it right now, right here, right now, not in the future. Don't think it's happening in the future. No, this is happening right now. You're in that scene, and just hold the intention when you're imagining the scene, that it is real right now, right? If you can feel the reality of it, physical, tactile sensation like touching something, seeing, hearing, smelling, fantastic. But if you don't need to burst a blood vessel, or in my experience, of course, the realer the better, but it does not really matter. All that is matter is the intention behind it and the implication of the scene, because you are reality itself. If you say that you did it well, you did it well. But if you keep on wondering, oh, am I imagining well? Am I doing this right? Well, you are reality. What you say is the truth. So if you start doubting it, then you're not doing it right. But if you say it is right, even though whatever it is, you did it well. So the doubts, when you speak them, you materialize them. So don't express them, don't speak them. Just like I said, that the desired reality state of being and your state of being right now are drastically different. So you may feel frustration, fine. You may feel sadness, fine. You may feel anger, fine. But at the end of the day, don't say that now you have slipped back to the old reality and it is not happening. No, express always from the lens of your new state of being, that it doesn't matter what is happening, I'm still who I say that I am. I'm with my vision and the vision is complete. This is how you change your state of being. And because it is your identity, it may fight back the old identity, and when it fights back, you just don't fight, you just don't engage with it. Feel the emotions, let it say what it wants to say, like a toddler, right? If a toddler comes up to you and tries to fight you, will you fight him? No. So just let it do its thing, and then after the fact, say it again, that I still am who I say that I am, and I'm in my desired reality. And you will see the change happen in real time, but you don't look for the change either. Looking for proof is saying that I am not who I say that I am, right? If I'm already married to the person, if I already have the job, if I already have the house, why would I keep checking my phone all the time looking for, am I married? Like, no, right? And now that I am in Russia, do I keep looking, around me that am I in Russia, or like maybe I'm still not here, or maybe I'm still single, or maybe, no. So when you are in your desired reality, you don't look for proof. So the looking for proof is another trap. So changing your state of being is just very simple. An assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. Make an assumption, go to the end, and stay in the end, and look your reality in which you are from the end, that is already done, and it will be done for you. And the Father will do all the work. You will have to do nothing. You will move under compulsion. The world will move under compulsion. Everything that needs to be done will be done. Just like my money arrived. It didn't arrive the way I thought, but it arrived. And I got the house. So it's gonna be done for you by the Father. Have trust in this still I am presence within. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.